Okay, so this phonics is for those children who are usually in Miss Swatridge's phonics group. Okay, there are a couple of children who have moved groups, so please check your weekly plan to see what year group is highlighted, whether it's the year 1 or the year 2. Okay, but this is for these videos this week are for Miss Swatridge's phonics group. Okay, so to start with, because we're going to carry on with plurals this week, but before we start, we've got this week's 5 tricky words, and all we're going to do is read them. Okay, no writing, no nothing at the moment. We're just going to read them. So we've got push, push, pull, full, house, and hour. So push, pull, and full all use an for the U sound. So it's not it's House uses our ow sound, and then s is an S and an E, and the ow for hour is the same as house, so it's ow. So they kind of have a little bit of a pattern this week. Okay, we're going to be playing with them later on in the week, but for now we've just read them. So what are we doing? So for this week we're going to carry on plurals. We have done the plural adding S, and we have added ES with ch, sh, and x words. Okay, today and tomorrow we're going to focus on this one, and we're also going to have a look at the bottom one as well. Okay, but let's recap last week's first of all. So you're going to need your phonics books now because you're going to do a little bit of writing. Okay, and to start with we have watch. Is it watches or watches? Think about those syllables. Okay, watches. I would like you to write watches in your book. Okay, once you've done that, I would like you to write pillows. There's not one pillow here, there are pillows. Can you write pillows in your book, please? Okay, I'm going to carry on. Pause it if you need to, but I'm going to carry on. This picture, there's not one, there's lots of cranes. Cranes. Now you need to think about what A sound you would have in crane, and then cranes. And then the last one here, that we have somebody crying, so we can see more than one tear. So we've got some tears. So you should have watches, pillows, cranes, and tears written in your book. Pause it now if you need to, but I'm going to carry on and tell you what ending, what suffix we need. So watch becomes watches, pillows as the S, cranes is C-R-A, split digraph, so it's N-E for crane, and then we just add the S because the E's already there, and tear, it's T, and ear is E-A-R, and then we just add the S. So we've got watches, pillows, cranes, and tears. Okay, so that's last week's learning. We're moving on to this week's. Okay, so today we're going to look at words that end with Y or an E sound. Okay, the letter Y, the letter Y, but not the Y sound, an E sound. So here, this was me when I was a baby. So we've got baby. What happens? We've got babies. So what we've done is here we've changed the Y to an I, and then we've added ES on the end. And that's what is important about this sound. So that Y gets changed to that I, then you add the ES like we did, because it's baby, babies. So the E becomes that. And then we add the S. Okay, let's have a go at some more. Here we have a pony. Okay, so pony is P-O-N-Y. What will be ponies? Have a go at that one. You want ponies here. So I would write pony in my book, a little arrow, and then ponies. And then here we have one sweet or sweetie. One sweetie. Lots of sweeties. Okay, so pony becomes ponies, sweetie becomes sweeties. Okay, so I'm going to go through them now, so pause it if you need to. But pony is P-O-N. We change the Y to an I and add E-S. Sweetie, we put sweet. There. The Y becomes an I and we add ES. So ES is the suffix, but we need to change that letter as well. Okay, so here's your activity today. We're going through all 3 suffix plurals that we know already. Okay, so you've got this in your phonics book. Okay, and what I want you to do is I want you to sort the words. You're going to do some cutting and some sticking, so you're going to need some scissors and you're going to need some glue. Okay, if you really don't have scissors and glue, then you can copy them into your book, but it'd be really good if you could do some cutting and some sticking. So what we're going to have is we're going to have 3 columns. Okay, so we're going to have the S plural, the ES, and then the Y to the I. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the right place. So here, wasp, where would wasp go? I would put wasp in here like this. And then what I want you to do is I actually want you to write wasps next to it. So wasp. This is why you need a good amount of space between in your 3 columns, because you're going to have the words stuck in from your sheet, then you're going to have the plural next to it. Okay, one that follows the ES would be torch. So torch, and then we write it, it becomes torches. Now remember, the is actually the ES, so it's torch and then S. Okay, and then one that's Y to an I, we've got fairy becomes fair, Y to an I, and add ES. And I want you to do it for all of them. So go through all of these and put them in the right columns in your book. And then you could just do all the cutting and sticking first and then go in and put the plurals in. But that's today's activity. Okay? And we'll come back tomorrow and we're going to do some more work on adding plurals to Y words. Okay? See you tomorrow.